Hi there, my little demons and divas. It is I, Isa, aka the Demon Diva. Go follow me on Twitter and Instagram at NYC Demon Diva. Also, make sure to hit subscribe, share, and ring the notification bell so you do not miss any uploads because I have been working for you guys. I've been uploading a lot of videos, and today I'm back. And we need to talk. This is another real talk. This has become a series because sometimes I just feel the need to get on here and try to understand where some of you are coming from. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm just going to put my point out there and then you can tell me where you're coming from. But I'm just saying in general, today's topic is none other than grown and sexy Randy Orton. Or, as I personally like to call him, for the grown and sexy Randy Orton, Daddy Orton, Papacito Rico Orton, whatever you want. I mean, we all have our nicknames for Randy. But recently, first of all, last night, Randy Orton was everything. We knew this was coming. But did we know it was coming like this? I actually thought the ending of Monday Night Raw last night was perfect. Except for Drew McIntyre. But even then, it was amazing how they tied everything back into what we're trying to tell here is Randy Orton against Drew McIntyre at SummerSlam. While Randy's killing legends, because that's what he does. I have a legend you can kill right here. Sorry. All right. While Randy's killing legends, ultimately this comes down to Randy Orton against Drew McIntyre for the WWE title at SummerSlam. That's the story that we need to tell. And Drew McIntyre coming out and threatening Randy Orton and having that tension at the end of the show reeled the story right back to that after that amazing, perfectly done segment between Randy Orton and Ric Flair. Rick was so good on the mic. Randy cut such an epic promo, and it was just amazing. And there has been a few people that have been seen as the rise of this empty arena era, of this COVID era, of 2020. Because wrestling has not been at its best during this era. And I just feel like the crowd plays such a part in wrestling that it's very hard to adjust to what's going on right now. But that being said, there have been a few people, Sasha Banks, Asuka, Bayley, Kairi Sane. There has been a handful of people that you always remember how they became not only the workhorses, but like the standout, what you look forward to when that music hits. You know that you're going to get some good wrestling or a good promo or a combination of both. And I've seen a lot of people talk about Randy Orton in that manner. I've seen a couple of people say, oh, I've been giving Randy Orton a lot of shit for phoning it in, but right now he's really stepping it up. I'm sorry. The fuck are you all talking about? Phoning it in? If Randy Orton is phoning it in, my whole life is a lie. I'm putting no effort into any. If that is phoning it in, I have never put an effort into anything in life then. I'm sorry, because how are you gonna tell? Randy Orton has been that guy.
I'm that bitch. Yeah. Been that bitch, still that bitch.
He's been that guy. Randy Orton has to be in the conversation for one of the greatest of all time. And if you keep saying, oh, he was phoning it in, but now I'm a fan, you're full of shit. I'm calling you out. You're full of shit. How can you, how can you tell me that Randy Orton recently has been phoning it in? First of all, let's talk about Randy Orton. I shared with you guys recently in one of my videos that I kind of started watching nonstop since 2014, right? All right, great. So even before then, when I was watching on and off, Randy is somebody that I will stop and watch for, okay? Randy has some amazing and epic feuds with Undertaker, with John Cena. He had 2 Royal Rumble wins. I was there for one of them. He was the youngest WWE champion. And Randy Orton went on to age like fine wine. But I want to talk about Randy Orton since I started watching. And why is everybody saying that he's phoning it in? Okay, let's talk about the first WrestleMania that I like really was into. I was full blown back. I'm a hardcore fan, and that is WrestleMania 31. Do we not remember Randy Orton coming back on that segment on Monday Night Raw? He fucking on a tag match with Seth Rollins. Seth goes to tag him in, and Randy goes, and then he fucking kills him in front of everyone. That segment was epic. And then the RKO into the fucking curse stomp into an RKO at WrestleMania. We're gonna is that phoning it in? That's phoning it in, guys. That's phoning it in. Please, okay, please. Even when he's phoning it in, let's say I think phoning it in, maybe in that stupid fucking feud against Jinder Mahal, and every week he was entertaining as fuck, killing the Singh brothers in every possible way you could fucking kill them. He fucking burned the Wyatt compound. And I don't give a fuck if the horror match was trash. He tried something new. He allowed Bray Wyatt to use his creativity and was willing to try something new with Bray Wyatt. Guess what? Sometimes it doesn't work, but you can fucking sit there in the what if. Let's fucking do it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But we fucking did it. We tried. He tried a lot of good shit with Bray Wyatt. That feud with Bray Wyatt was epic. When Randy went over there and burned the compound and then did the pose with the fucking fire behind him, that fire was all of the girls' pants that were watching because shit was hot. It was hot. I'm sorry. All the fucking RKOs from out of nowhere moments that Randy has given us? I'm sorry, do we not remember when it was Raw versus SmackDown before the wildcard rule and this motherfucker shows up on Raw at the end of Raw and RKOs Brock Lesnar? Can we not talk about how he agreed with Brock and it was so fucking real that even Chris Jericho tried to fight Brock because he didn't realize it was planned when Brock fucking cracked him open at SummerSlam and gave us one of the realest, most awkward fucking endings? We're not going to talk about his feud with Jeff Hardy? Hello? There was a screwdriver through the man's ear. You were uncomfortable. And can we talk about how every single time that Randy Orton does something despicable and uncomfortable, you sit there watching and you think, maybe it's just me, but you're like, I will let him do whatever he wants to me. For real. Kofi Kingston, WWE title reign. What was his most legit feud? He finally got that fucking payback for that stupid moment. His feud with Randy Orton was the best feud that Kofi Kingston had as WWE champion. And then, I'm not trying to take credit, okay? I'm not trying to take credit for this empty arena Randy Orton. I just want to say that this whole thing started at the Royal Rumble, and I met Randy for the very first time Royal Rumble weekend. Two things happened that weekend. Randy met me, and Edge came back. I don't know what you guys want to give credit to, but one of those things triggered the legend killer to come back and kill legends. The best endings of any Raw in 2020 has had Randy Orton involved. Fucking promos with Edge. He killed Christian. He killed Big Show. He killed fucking Ric Flair. I'm sorry. Why are you telling me that he's phoning it in? He's the best heel in the business. That's how I like my heel. I like my heel to go out there and act that way. I don't want my heels to walk around in a fake Burberry fucking scarf that I can get at Chinatown. Fuck that shit. I want my heels to hit an old man in public. I know this might come off as a rant of me defending Randy Orton just because he is so sexy. But all I'm trying to say here, guys, is that Randy Orton's been that guy. And maybe every once in a while he might seem uninterested, but I don't think that it's a lack of trying. And I always thought that Randy Orton has like a I don't give a fuck character. So a lot of times, maybe he comes off as uninterested, but when I go back and look at what he's done in the last few years, there is no way that should be considered phoning it in. And I don't want to hear people saying, oh, he's great now. He's always been great. Maybe he's not your favorite, maybe he's not your style, but Randy Orton has always been great. And I am so sick and tired of people using the whole "you were handed everything to you" storyline on Randy, which I'm glad that they step away from that on the Randy and Drew McIntyre, because Randy has proven that this is more than just a last name. Maybe the last name got him in, but he's still here. After a lot of people that started with him has gone, they have left us, they're part-time, Randy still here. And that has to show a love for what he does. Because he don't have to. He's fucking filthy rich. He has a hot wife at home. He has kids. He doesn't have to be here if he doesn't want to. That's it. That is today's rant, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below. How do you feel about Randy Orton? Have you always been a fan? If you're not a fan, why not? What is it about him that you don't feel like he's doing right? And until next time, adios. Mwah.
Yeah, demon diva, quite the screamer. Cursing teacher, hurting please ya. Spot her out in any of y'all arena. Break the meter, get way too excited, watch her boot up. If the lady good, she get lady wood until you know who we can suit up. I get a girl a salute.